Hi friends, welcome back to another Christmas story. Today we're going to read Small Camel Follows the Star by Rachel W.N. Brown. Small Camel Follows the Star. So let's see what this is about. Small Camel was the newest little camel in Balthazar's corral. His feet were too big for his skinny legs. He had very small hump, but he had big, beautiful eyes and long lashes. "I love you," whispered his mama. "You will grow up to be strong. You will carry heavy loads to faraway places. Balthazar will be proud of you." Balthazar was a wise and wealthy man. He traveled far with his camels. He watched the stars and wrote on long scrolls, and the scrolls were covered with important lines and words. "What do the lines and words mean?" Small Camel asked. Mother shook her head. "Balthazar knows," she said. One evening, as the sun began to set, a bright star appeared on the horizon. Balthazar gathered his servants. "This is the great star I have waited so long to see," he told them. "We must prepare for a journey. Groom the camels. Pack enough food and clothing for many weeks of travel across the desert." There's the bright star, and away they're getting ready to go. Small Camel watched the servants brush the furry coats of the big camels and put blankets on their backs. The saddle that the Balthazar would ride was placed on Mama's hump. Many bundles were tied onto the other camels. Small Camel knew he was too small to carry so much. He would have to stay home. His stomach ached and he started to cry. He snuggled close to his mother. "I don't want you to go, Mama," he said, sniffling. "When will you come back?" Just then, Balthazar came out of his house, dressed in fine traveling clothes. He carried a small bundle and a rope halter. "These are for you, Small Camel," he said. "I don't want you to miss this important journey. I think you are big enough to carry one special package." Balthazar put the small halter around Small Camel's head. He put a beautiful blanket over his hump, and he tied the bundle in place, and Small Camel was so excited he could hardly stand still. Where are they going, and what was he carrying? After sunset, Balthazar and his caravan headed out into the desert. They would travel at night after the hot sun had gone down. Balthazar rode high on Mama's hump, and Small Camel walked close behind. Ahead, the stars shone brightly. The next morning, Balthazar stopped in a small town where the camels were unloaded. There they met two friends, Melchior and Gaspar. The three men got out their scrolls and huddled together. Small Camel could hear them talking about the beautiful star and something else. A baby king. In the evening, the camels were loaded again. Two more packages, one from Melchior and one from Gaspar, were added to the Small Camel's hump. Now he was carrying 3 special bundles, and the load was heavier, but it felt just right. What could be in these bundles, Small Camel wondered. Night after night, Small Camel and his mother walked and walked. Each morning as the sun was rising, the travelers set up their tents. Balthazar, Melchior, and Gaspar checked with their scrolls and marked where this bright star was. The servants prepared food for the travelers, fresh water and grass were brought for the camels, and everyone rested. Camels can walk a long time even without water, but Small Camel was very young. They had been traveling for months, and he lost count of the days and nights. "Are we there yet, Mama?" he asked. "My feet hurt, and when will we find the baby king?" "I don't know how long the trip will be," said Mama, "but I know Balthazar will take good care of us. We can always trust him." Small Camel felt a little bit better, but his feet still hurt, and he wanted to go home, resting on fresh star in his own corner of the corral. At last, one day at dawn, the caravan came over a hill, and Balthazar stopped. The star was shining brightly directly above a village just ahead. "This was the place," he told the weary group. "This is where we'll find the baby king." "What is this place, Mama? Where is this place?" "Palace, Mama," called Small Camel asked. "Balthazar will find it," Mama replied. Balthazar led the caravan through the streets of town, and they followed the light of the star until they could see it shining over a very small house. "Oh, Mama, this must be a mistake," said Small Camel. "This is a poor man's house. Surely a king wouldn't live here." Outside, a carpenter named Joseph worked on his bench. He put down his tools and invited travelers into the courtyard. Balthazar gently pulled on Small Camel's halter. "Come with me," he said. Inside the courtyard sat a young woman named Mary, and in her arms she held a beautiful child, little Jesus. Small Camel dropped to his knees as he'd been trained, and Balthazar spread the blanket on the ground and put the bundles on it. What was in those bundles? Small Camel had been carrying presents for Jesus. Melchior unwrapped a chest filled with shining gold. Gaspar's gift was a pot of spicy frankincense. Gaspar set out a tall jar of sweet-smelling myrrh. Mary bounced the baby on her lap, and he smiled when he saw the presents. He giggled and clapped his hands at the little camel kneeling before him. Small Camel forgot how tired he was. He forgot how much his feet hurt. He forgot the long months of walking across the sand. He didn't know why the house was not a palace. He didn't know why the baby wasn't wearing a crown, but Small Camel knew this baby was a king. At last it was time to go. Everyone, even the camels, gathered around Joseph, Mary, and little Jesus. The baby smiled and cooed, and his sweet laughter filled the weary travelers with peace. "I am proud of you," Balthazar whispered to Small Camel. "You have done a very good job carrying those precious gifts." And Small Camel had never been so happy. Small Camel grew tall and strong just like his mother knew he would, and he traveled often with Balthazar. Together they visited many wonderful places and had wonderful times. But none of the trips were as special to Small Camel as the first trip across the desert when he carried the presents for baby Jesus. There you go. Small Camel Follows the Star. I hope you enjoyed that Christmas story, and I hope you'll come back and hear some more, because we still have, I'm going to read one. Today is Wednesday, so I'll read Thursday, Friday, and on Christmas Eve, Saturday. So there'll be 3 more stories, 3 more Christmas stories, and I hope you come back and hear them. And I hope you have a great day today, that you're warm and cozy and filled with Christmas magic. Thanks for joining me.